I'm here right now with Neil Brown. He is the Director of Parks and Recreation and the Cemetery here in Portland, Michigan. Neil, can you tell us, did you know what you wanted to be?
No, definitely didn't know what I wanted to be. I didn't really ever know what I wanted to do. I kind of waited for things to come to me, and that wasn't great. It's not a great way to go about it, but that's just who I was. And so eventually I got to the point where I did have to make a decision. So I started working kids camps, after school programs, very much just on the recreation side. And so at that point, I still had no idea what I wanted to do. I graduated from high school, started going to LCC, community college, and just kind of went through basic classes. I knew I wanted to go to school. I knew I needed to go to school. So I was just getting the basic stuff away at a cheaper option by going to the community college route. I continued working at the community center with Lansing Parks and Rec. I also worked at Kroger during all of this too. But that
School, Kroger, Parks and Rec.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Sometimes that's what it takes.
Yeah, after I completed my classes at LCC, it was time to figure out what I wanted to do. I had the associates, but I needed to get it. I wanted to get a bachelor's in something. So I'd been working Parks and Rec for so long. I'm like, I'll just go get a Parks and Rec degree. No real plan. I was just going to go get the degree. So I did that. Transferred all my credits over to Michigan State and went through their Parks and Recreation program. The Portland job had opened up. So I had applied for the recreation position at Portland and was able to, they brought me in with the caveat that I was going to have to finish school. So I ended up finishing school while being employed in the recreation position. I actually continued to hold on to my Kroger job too while I was doing the working here and finishing up school. That's kind of what took me so long to get through school, is not knowing what it was I wanted to do. But I was also working a lot. I was trying to get as many hours as I could.
Probably a lot more financially responsible.
I would say so. I got the recreation position. I was in the recreation position, just recreation, for, let's say, I think 7-ish years. After that, my boss, who was the director of the Parks, Recreation, and Cemetery, she retired. I was offered an interim position to be that director, the interim director. So I slid over into the interim director role of those three departments, the Parks, Recreation, and the Cemetery.
How long have you been there now?
I think I'm in my 8th year as the director of the Parks, Recreation, and Cemetery department. I had no background whatsoever in parks and cemetery as far as a career choice goes.
But that just goes to show, I think, that if you start somewhere, other things of interest will follow.
Oh, absolutely. And I think, it's said all over the place, just kind of getting your foot in the door, whether it's with a business, with a company, in a profession, but just kind of getting a taste of what that is or getting into it. Who knows where you're going to end up.
And showing that you have a work ethic.
Sure.
How many people do you employ?
So we have one full-time spring, summer months. He's in the Parks and Cemetery. During the winter months, he's over with Public Works. We have typically 6 seasonals that we'll bring in just for those summer months. We have recent high school graduates. We have current college students, recent college students, or recent graduates. We have retirees. So we have a whole wide range of ages that we use for seasonals, and that'll span anywhere from let's call it May 1st through November 1st, that we have people kind of coming and going depending on their schedule and availability.
What do you look for as far as skills or references or education when you're hiring?
Educate for that seasonal position. Education isn't really much of a focal point. As far as skills, basic lawn care. I mean, can you operate a zero-turn mower? Can you operate a weed whacker? And even if you don't have that stuff, you can be trained. So really, we're just looking for reliability, and can you follow direction? Are you okay with being outside in the elements, hot, cold, rainy, whatever that may be? So it's not an extensive list of what we're looking for. We're just kind of looking for somebody that really has an interest in being outside and trying to help maintain, the Parsons Cemetery in a manner that we see fit.
Fantastic. I really appreciate your time today, Neil.
Yeah, thank you.